Tom Holland, someone that was literally bullied in high school for being too feminine while also suffering from a certain medical inability, to now being the biggest and most successful actor in the entire world. I think a couple of you might have seen him in like that one movie, that like Spider-Man movie, whatever movie that is. Yeah, that guy. So today, let's talk about his chaotic and lucky journey from a normal child in London to becoming an absolute sensation. Now, starting it off, Tom chose his parents very strategically. He was born to two very well-established and creative parents known as Dominique Anthony Holland, a famous comedian, and Nicola Frost, a prominent figure in the photography business. Our beautiful baby boy Tom Holland was the child of three, and it's very safe to say from the start he never went through like some financial struggle, because Tom did indeed study in a luxurious prep school in his hometown of Wimbledon. But even being in a great prep school, even Tom Holland himself wouldn't know how fast success would hit him. His early childhood that he spent at the prep school didn't lead him to pursue bodybuilding, football, or even acting. He actually pursued dancing. This guy is literally a nerd. Who dances anymore? You're a nerd, kid. You're a nerd. And Tom actually got his first ever role simply because of the thing he loved to do the most: dancing. And one day when he was dancing at a school dance, he was noticed by a man known as Peter Darling.
It's Peter Darling, darling!
Who took a liking to Tom and invited him to audition for his first ever role for a play known as Billy Ellliot. Sweethearts, baby girls, listen, I don't know if you guys understand, he was genuinely 12 years old here. At 12 years old, he already landed a 1 in a million position. Like, we'll talk about this later in the video, but it's crazy that like Tom Holland got all these crazy opportunities, but he wasn't even seeking them at first. He was just dancing, oh, Tom Holland, and that's all it took to put him on that right path of Tom Holland's success. Crazy. Now, in the middle of casting him for his first ever play, a lot of the choreographers literally told him, this dude doesn't know how to dance, buddy. You don't know how to dance, Tom. The guy that had noticed him, you know, like the Peter guy.
It's Peter Darling, darling!
He literally just said, guys, just teach him. Teach him how to dance. Go teach him. Like, that is crazy. This guy recognizes him. He even gets shamed for doing it. He's literally like, okay, you don't know how to dance. And he's still stuck by him. He's like, yo, just teach him how to dance. People are not that good anymore, guys. Like, when have you guys ever heard of an opportunity like this ever recently? Ever. Now, moving on, a couple years later and like a little bit of TV appearances later, he would make his next big appearance actually as a voice actor in an anime. This anime is known as TSW of Eritrea. Alright, try something. Eritrea. And now 1 year directly after that, he would make his first major film debut in a movie known as The Impossible. And now I'm not gonna lie, guys, let me just tell you guys, this was some phenomenal acting for a 16-year-old kid. He was 16 years old when he got cast in this movie, and his acting was tremendous. Like, guys, I'm not gonna lie, there's some famous actors out right now that are literally acting like they're like 25, 30, and Tom Holland at 16 years old was better at acting than those people, bro. I'm not even kidding, I swear. In the movie, you can really tell he knew how to show genuine fear, distraught, and just like that raw feeling itself, you know? This movie went on to do over 180 million in the box office, but the bigger reason I brought up this movie is because there's something very important here we can sort of look at as an indicator of how big Tom would really become in the future. And all we have to do here is look at a quote one of Tom Holland's co-stars said during this movie. Now, you can feel free to pause and read through this quote, but now the really important part you guys have to focus on is this part right here where he says he's really talented and polite to everyone. Now, you guys are probably wondering, Kosha, why did you pause this entire video to tell me that? Why did you tell me this quote, buddy? What are you doing? First off, sweetheart, just calm down, just chill out. And second off, guys, I don't know about you, but I really like believe in energy and like good people having good things happen to them, right? And just knowing that so early on in this industry at 16 years old, he was already showing characteristics of being a very polite, very humble, happy person and hardworking. These two very important parts of being hardworking and kind, these two together, I really believe are the formula for success. Because a lot of the times, guys, in any industry you go to, there's gonna be many people that are like successful, but because they're either hardworking or they're really kind and they got put in the right place. They're like genuine, you know, a little bit of talent. But I feel like if you have a lot of really good talent, a lot of hard work, and a lot of kindness, I think the universe just blesses you. It really just blesses you up. And well, you guys will see very shortly, Tom Holland's kindness very easily paid off. Let's continue. Now, another thing that's actually very surprising here is Tom still ended up finishing and pursuing school. After graduating high school, he would actually go to the Brit School of Arts program with some of these other like familiar faces you might know, like Adele, I think, what's her name? What's this girl's name again? Adele? One of this girl, whoever she is, she was actually one of his classmates, right? And apparently she's like famous now, so that's good to know. Now, a couple years pass and he actually lands a couple roles here and there, whatever. He had a couple more voice acting gigs. He had a little bit more of like just, you know, normal general film gigs. But then the big one, the one that really changed his life, and I really believe this is the one that really set him up for that great success, is this next one that came out in 2015 known as In the Heart of the Sea. Now, the reason I bring this movie up is because it's not actually a very popular movie at all. It actually did very bad, even though it had some really big co-stars like Chris Hemsworth, all of that. It still actually flopped basically. But the one very big and great thing that actually came out of the movie is that Tom Holland got to challenge himself in a realistic, difficult and tough shooting environment, very similar to an environment one would experience in Spider-Man. Oh my god, did I just, whoa! You guys get where I'm going with this? Like, do you guys understand the link yet? No? Okay, you're so stupid, sweetheart. Let me explain. Basically, in this movie, In the Heart of the Sea, it would be the first time Tom Holland got to really experience some raw shooting emotion. He would be on actual boats. He would be learning things like whaling, where you have to learn how to row your boat. He would learn how to film and shoot and choreograph in very hectic environments. Without him learning the skill from this movie right here, he would not have gotten the role of Spider-Man the very next year. Let me repeat that. Without going through this crucial flop of a movie, but learning those invaluable, those crazy, really good skills and experiences from that movie, he would not be able to convert that, put it on his resume, and come over to Spider-Man. This movie is what brought him here. So in 2015, when Tom Holland would make one very important phone call to his casting agent asking for the role of Peter Parker in Spider-Man, he would show up to the casting with all of these other previous skills he learned that very many other actors did not know. I really think many people don't talk about this, but one of the main reasons he got that role in that casting room in 2015 is because he had these skills that he learned in these very niche different films. But on top of that, here's the other crazy part. Tom Holland himself admitted one of the main reasons he also got the role is because of his gymnastic background. Remember all the way in the beginning I told you he loved dancing, gymnastics, all of that? This is one of the main things. His gymnastic and dancing background is one of the main things that also gave him this role. Isn't it so genuinely mind-boggling? Something Tom Holland was doing at 9, 10, 11 years old, so literally just because that was his hobby, dancing and gymnastics, would lead up to one of his biggest successes ever. Combine his gymnastics at 12 years old, combine his In the Heart of the Sea role at 16 years old, these two things together bring him over at 19 years old in Spider-Man and give him that role. Boom. And I say that to say, guys, every single one of you watching, every single one of you guys need to pay attention and listen to what I'm saying. Every single thing that will happen in life will happen for a reason to you. Do you guys really think this British boy right here, this little British kid right here, do you really think he knew that dancing would make him Spider-Man? No. Did he know that him pretending to be on a boat with a couple other dudes would make him Spider-Man? No. Things will build up in every single one of your lives that will give you guys that experience, that little fun stuff, the little, oh yeah, you know, like I'm learning things, guys, but why? I don't know, but I'm learning. And that will eventually, if you guys just work hard enough, if you babies work hard enough, just work hard and you will get there. That's all I'm saying. That's literally all I'm saying. Just listen to me and work hard, okay, sweetheart? Okay, let's continue now, okay. But regardless, the rest was history. After being cast in Spider-Man, he would go on to break into the national spotlight and become known worldwide for his phenomenal performance in the Spider-Man movies. And there's no big, deep secret behind why he was such a great Spider-Man, because everyone knew Tom Holland would always go one step above. And for some of the Spider-Man movies, he would actually attend school undercover so we can see what it was like to be a teenager in America. What? Whoa. Everybody watching, just shh. Did you just hear what I just said? This guy literally went to school for fun. He went to school to, what the hell? But that's how badly Tom Holland wanted to be great. He would literally do anything it took. He would go sit inside a classroom so he could become the best possible Spider-Man. I'm not gonna lie, guys, that's actually pretty hot. That's hot. That's super hot. But anyways, he would actually receive a Guinness Book of World Records for being the youngest star to actually play in the Marvel Universe, being casted as Spider-Man at only 19 years old, while all these other Spider-Man before, like Andrew Garfield, what's the other guy? What's your name, sweetheart? What is it? Oh, Tobey Maguire, all of them were over 25 years old minimum. And also, if you want to watch more Spider-Man really quick, make sure you click right here. There's more Spider-Man for you. Okay. Now here, really quickly, what I do have to mention is, like, I'm obviously very happy that at 19 years old, he was able to do all of that. Such big props to him. But the one thing we do have to kind of discuss is the luck fact. Because like Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire also were doing this at a very, very young age. So why were they not given the same opportunity at the same age as him? And the answer to that, I'm not gonna lie, is literally just luck. Sometimes it comes down to luck. I know all those other actors work very hard as well, but it's very lucky and just a great blessing for Tom Holland that at 12 years old, he was able to be spotted in a crowd and a powerful guy looks at Tom Holland and says, yo, put him in the next play. And then that play leads him to this, leads him to this, leads him to this, you know? So there's also a very big luck factor you guys have to think about when we break down his come up, you know? There's a lot of factors that go into it, but I really think now that we add on the 3, I think it's very much hard work, being an actual good person, a kind person, and also just, you know, just a little bit of luck to get you on that right path. Now also really quick, I'm not sure if you guys missed me a lot. I feel like a lot of you missed me, right? You guys missed me? Because I know it's been a couple days over the weekly upload I do, but it's because I've been so sick, guys. Like now I look hot and good, right? But a couple days ago, guys, look at this video right here. I was so ugly, hideous, sick. I was literally in that bed, just dead on the floor. I was like, मुझे पता नहीं क्या हो गया, लेकिन मुझे कुछ हो रहा है यहाँ में यार, मुझे नहीं पता. Do you guys know? Moving on. Now, if we move past Spider-Man, Tom Holland landed a couple nice roles here and there, but I want to discuss another role of Tom's that he had recently, once again, that really shines a light on why Tom is so much more successful and talented than a lot of these other actors, and this reason, ladies and gentlemen, is called preparation. In 2021, a movie was released known as Cherry, where Tom would play a military soldier who had returned from camp into the real world suffering from PTSD. This tragic condition, combined with his drug addiction and also bank robberies, truly made this a very, very touching and emotional move. Tom would have to really step it up and truly shine to give this role the justice and love it needs. And indeed, that's exactly what he did. And the reason behind this, like we just mentioned, is the preparation he would put behind the role. Just like how Tom went undercover at a high school for Spider-Man, Tom would literally sit down with several army veterans, sometimes just to have a conversation with them, sometimes to ask them about things, sometimes to get their opinion on something, and just overall to get a better understanding and better headspace of what it's like to be in the army. This extra gesture right here of actually sitting down with these military people is what separates him from the rest. All these other actors down here that aren't linking up with these people, that aren't doing the preparation, aren't meeting up with people that actually live the role you're in, are just gonna fall a little bit short from Tom Holland, who actually does. This allows Tom to truly play the best army man he can play, the best veteran, the best soldier he can play, because of that experience and knowledge he learns from these conversations. And well, what do you know, ladies and gentlemen? The rest is history. Everyone literally said Tom Holland deserves an Oscar for this movie. He did so good here. Cherry this, cherry that. Oh my god. So ladies and gentlemen, the moral of the story in this section right here is always just go a little bit of an, just a little bit of extra mile. That's it. Just go a little bit of extra mile. Go that extra step. And I promise you, this little spot right here will make the entire difference. And as you guys can see, clearly the hard work paid off for Tom. He is rich AF, fam. He is rich, fam. But anyways, guys, that is all for the rise of Tom Holland, the true story of Tom Holland. As always, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys made it all the way till the end, all the way till here, comment sick Kosho. And I will see you guys next time. Make sure you guys comment what you love about Tom Holland, what you loved about his come up, and I will see you guys next time once again. And make sure you subscribe and deuces.